What's up, Hamburglers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the adventures of everybody's favorite little bug man. It's goddamn Elvis. There he is. Did you like that establishing shot, by the way? I hope you did, because I blew the goddamn series budget on it. Anyway, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. What a fantastic click you have made, friend. Let's double up with another. There should be a link in the description to the first episode. Go back and watch it. Go and drink all that beautiful lore in. Returning viewers, you join us atop the Ninja Tower. We have paid for access. We've paid to use their facilities. We love facilities, and I think we're going to need to use them because we've bonked our head at some point. If you remember, we're also a big dog property owner now. We bought ourselves a little shack right next to the bar, so we can go and get hammered, and we don't need to get a taxi home. Elvis has it all worked out. So, we've got a couple of things that we want to do today, but before we do any of that, Big Man's gonna pop on down to bed here. This is a crap bed, by the way, just like 2 pillows and whatever the hell this is. But yeah, we're gonna sleep off our bonking, and then we're gonna get up, and we're gonna wreak havoc, baby. Strap in. We have slept, we have healed, we have been reborn. We still have blood all over our face, big disgrace, but you know, it is what it is. Also, how funny does he look right now? Anyway, HUD on, HUD activated. Up you get, big man. How are we doing? Okay, so we've got a bunch of crap on us that we don't really need. So I think we're gonna swing by the old Shack of Destiny, the Shack of Dreams, the Love Shack, the Bug Shack. We're gonna drop some stuff off, and we're going to start branching out a little bit. Okay, so that's Mongrel. I bought a bunch of maps, right? Yeah, so I can see all this stuff, but we didn't get a map for the Holy Empire, and that's where I want to go. I want to liberate some slaves. For purely selfish reasons, I want them to join me, and then they won't be slaves. I mean, I might make them work a little bit, and I don't know if I'm gonna pay them, but don't worry about it, okay? We'll hammer out all of the logistics. Which is better, Hold Saber or Katana? Katana worth more? That's how I make all of my decisions, okay? So maybe that's not right, but, you know, I don't really care. We're gonna take our sleeping bag. I'm not so sure that we need it, but roleplay purposes, you know? Little Elvis, he wouldn't go out without a sleeping bag. What are you, crazy? What are you, out of your mind? We need to put a hood of some sort back on. So, yeah, all this does is gives us -2 to melee attack and defense, which is barely perceptible. Screws with our crossbows a bit, but we don't use crossbows yet. Does that give us any dust storm protection? 25%, I mean, it's not amazing. I'm sort of tempted to keep this Teagle Must on me, because if we get into a fight with a bunch of dudes and they're blinded by the dust, and I'm less blinded by the dust, then I can kick the crap out of them. So I think that's worth the space, you know what I'm saying? Anything we could get rid of? I guess we don't need 2 meds, so we could pop this in here. Pop this in here. How's our weight doing? We are weightless. We're just floating through the air. It's an incredible time. So, let's take a little look at our guy. I love when he gets his goddamn business mask on. This is when he's going out to do some bad stuff. Some crimes. Well, I mean, we're actually looking into liberation today, so maybe that's not a crime. It depends who you ask. So we're gonna make our way up north. I guess we'll stop in at the rebel base just to see what those dudes are doing, like just to say hello, maybe make some friends. Whoa! Elvis, when did you learn this skill? It looks pretty fitting too, that he's just like running through the air and he's got a katana and stuff. It's like a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Is that what it was called? Crouching dragon doesn't sound right, so yeah, I guess it is. Okay, there we go. He's goddamn flying at the speed of light. We're gonna pop in. We're just gonna see. I mean, there's no real reason for this, except Elvis is a bit of a goddamn barfly, right? He loves to booze it up. Take a look around, customer. You don't know if I'm a customer or not. I actually look like I'm about to goddamn rob the place, so I wouldn't make that assumption. I don't think there's anything that we really need here, right? There's a jitta. What the hell is a jitta? In any case, it's a piece of jit. We don't need that. We've got better stuff. So here's what we're gonna do, big boy. Oh, what is this? I was looking for a dust bandit camp, right? Because I was used to there being one down here, but a helpful little commenter told me that they're randomly generated. And I was kind of annoyed because that was a good training camp. Please tell me these guys are dust bandits. They are dust bandits. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a side track, a side quest, if you will, because we trained up quite a bit back in the days of the Western Hive. We fought pretty much everybody that we could fight that wasn't likely to eat us if we got knocked out. So around this area, and most of them were dust bandits or like the odd cannibal group if we could get away with it safely. You know, it worked out pretty good. But we hit a limit where we were just leveling up so slowly. because, you know, we just leveled up past the strength of them. So the next logical one would be Dust Bandits. Now, these guys are going to kick the crap out of me if I run in. In fact, they're probably going to kick the crap out of me anyway. I also hate that they have crossbows, but look, we're going to beat some of them. Like, okay, here we go. We went into sneak mode. They didn't like that. They're fine with me running up. They're not fine with me sneaking up. Ain't no one to protect you out here, twerp. But don't call me a twerp. Jesus, that's cutting. Okay, speaking of cutting, we're going to lead these guys a little bit away. Oh, he's come. Okay, no. I thought we had him one-on-one. His boys turned around pretty quickly there. But we should be able to give them the slip and just kind of take them out like one at a time. I'll give it to them. They're hella persistent. I don't think they normally follow me this far. This is crazy. Alright, they're really annoyed at Elvis. They hate him. They hate his little stupid bugman face. I didn't say that. They said that. I think his little face is very becoming of him. Alright, here's some Holy Empire trash. So, you know what? We're getting two birds stoned at once, as I believe the expression goes. Are you guys gonna... Okay, he says I escaped. It ain't worth it. Head back. Rude. It is worth it, actually. I'm worth any amount of effort in any way. But, you know, we'll take it this time. Are they all walking back as one little happy family? Okay, here we go. One guy has targeted me. And now he's running back. This is frustrating. I think he's a crossbow guy. Or are we just gonna cop the beating here? I mean, we're pretty close to the hub. I would rather just get this guy one-on-one. So, let's see what we can do. Okay. I think we're good. Are you a crossbow man? He is a crossbow man. So we're gonna cut him asunder. We're gonna cleave him. Let's take a look before we do anything. Melee attack 36, melee defense 31, katanas 28. God, we've already exceeded sabers and polearms with katanas. I feel like we've hardly been using the katana, but that's what happens, right? You get better and better at fighting. Every group that you interact with, you get slightly more rolls out of it because you're not getting screwed up and you're screwing them up. So it's a beautiful thing. I really like it. Okay, Elvis, let's expedite the... Jesus, I didn't even need to speed that up. What have you got for me? I mean, these are fine, but they take up quite a bit of space. And I feel like I might be doing some theft or whatever, so we're just gonna leave them. I normally always take their bandages so that they can't heal up because I'm cruel like that, you know? So we got one of them. We're gonna make our way on back and we're gonna continue the goddamn ruckus. Well, they seem to be going this way, actually. Am I confused? Well, the answer to that is always, but am I confused in this particular instance? Okay. There's not too many of them here, actually. Oi, idiot. These guys, these goddamn rude guys... Get over here. Yes, come on. We can take like 4 of them. Oh, he wants to talk. Give us your katans if you want to live. Oh, I'll give you a katan. I'll give you a katan. Nah. That was good, Elvis. Your lines are pretty goddamn good. Okay, what are we going to say? Bring it on, bandit dogs. Out of my way, goddamn foul bandits. So I say goddamn a lot because I can't swear on YouTube or they're going to put me in the bad boy tank. So we're going to say, out of my way, goddamn foul bandits. So are all of them coming? I'll rip. Has anybody played Mountain Blade? Just this I'll rip your face off reminds me of one of the like chants in Mountain Blade 2. Or not Banner Lords, I can't remember. Warband. One of the things they shout is, I'll rip your head off. And that sound clip has really stayed with me. Anyway, let's rip their goddamn face off and see how they like it. I'm willing to let this play out. If we get beat, we get beat. It's fine. It ain't no thing. It's a good experience on the toughness either way. We're taking a lot of hits to the chest. But we're doing good. You know, whatever. These guys are a lot... It's a big step up in competition, let's just say. So, toughness of 84, which is damage mitigation of 44%. That's crazy. Why aren't we healing? Because we put our meds in our backpack, and it's just impossible to get anything out of a backpack. Life doesn't work like that, okay? So there we go. He's gonna patch himself on up. And I think we're just going to keep bumping ourselves off this wall. Okay, so it's not good that they run as soon as I get up. I want to have a bit of a escape zone, right? So we should be better down here. How are they doing, out of curiosity? You got your head chopped up. You got pretty goddamn chopperoonied. A little bit and a little bit. That's okay. We're going to slow this down. I just want to see how he's doing. I'm kind of paranoid. If you've seen the earlier episodes, we had some problems with the polearm glitching out. And now I'm super paranoid that that's going to happen to other weapons, but I mean, this looks good, right? He seems to be doing what he came here to do. So we're going to speed this up. We're going to rinse and repeat, and we're going to become so strong, so powerful. I don't think we're actually doing as well here as I thought that we would, but you know what? It's fine. Back up from the dead. It's all going towards toughness. We're on 58%. It's such diminishing returns with toughness at this level, but of course it is. I mean, we're not too far off maxing it out. I know that it gets a lot slower the higher you get, but I don't really care about that, okay? See, it's so nice that they don't take me or try to eat me or anything crazy. Also, Elvis, I think you made a bit of a show of yourself there. I definitely thought you'd be able to take like 4 of them. Is anybody here? It doesn't seem so. Can I just use their bed until they come back? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I know it's not the quickest healing, but God, imagine how uncomfortable it would be under the goddamn baking sun in a suit of armor, just sleeping on a camp bed while all this dust blows into your orifices. Goddamn, can you talk about orifices on YouTube? I guess it depends on the context. Anyway, I'm going to chill out here until these guys come back and probably beat the bejesus out of me. But we love to see number go up. Elvis loves to see number go up. So hell yeah, I'll see you lickety-split, big man. Or maybe it'll take ages, I don't know. But we need to wait and heal up. Either way, serendipitous. So I'm not sure if these guys were here the whole time and I just didn't see them. But we're just going to walk on up. We're going to take a cozy seat by the campfire with them. No, we're not. We're going to chop them up, baby. So it's a bit annoying that whenever we don't have the UI on, that we can't see the numbers. I like to watch number. I like green number, and I hate red number. Red number can just get the hell out of here as far as I'm concerned. Oh, triple greens. You'd love to see it, but I think we should navigate a little bit away from here. For reasons discussed earlier, we want to have a clear exit route. God, I love when they come at me one-on-one. See the way he was glitching the bleed a little bit there? We're just going to put it down to, speeding it up, right? We're on like 3 times speed, so maybe it's just like an idle animation and it just looks dodgy. Stop shooting at me. Look at that. Well, I mean, to be fair, it only hit me for 2 because he's a goddamn moron, stupid idiot, and he doesn't know how to shoot right. Well, that looks, that actually looks like it would be quite debilitating, Elvis, but I guess you've just got so goddamn strong, okay? So we're going to smash this guy's stupid... Oh, you saw that, friends. He's doing it again. But he's still, you know what, it's not, I don't think it's like with the polearm because that was super, super obvious. Like, we went in and our chest was on maybe 19 there. I don't think we would have lasted that long if we were having the same issues we had before. Who are you guys? It's some starving bandits. His name's Sablite? Sablite? I don't know what his name is. Okay, did we get, oh, we did get, oh no, he's crippled. He's just crippled. My mistake. That's cool. Not for him, but for me, definitely. Ga, help. Elvis, don't say help. Unless you're trying to bait them into a false sense of security. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Because you're going to turn around and you're going to pull out the Whomper Chomper and you're going to cut them into dog meat or whatever. Oh, okay, we're slowing it down. I don't like the... Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like that little glitchy thing I'm seeing, boys. And re-importing it before didn't do anything, as far as I know. So, I don't know what the hell's happening. Do we just have to keep switching weapons until one of them doesn't do that? I don't know. Maybe we do. Hello, remember me? You just left me to bleed. Oh, he's doing it. He should have attacked there, I feel. You see this little chomperoony? Anybody more knowledgeable than I, which is probably anybody that's played Kenshi and is watching this video, let me know if this is something that you've seen before. I think ultimately it's not really affecting when we actually attack, whereas it was with the polearm. I'm going to stop talking about this now because I'm sure it's getting a little bit tedious. But we'll revisit that if it appears to be a consistent issue, you know? We're gonna stay noited, whatever the hell that means. I don't know what it means. I see the kids say it. They say they've seen footage, and they're gonna stay noited. And those words mean nothing to me. Am I old now? Am I a boomer? Remains to be seen. Okay, let's keep going. This is perfect. I don't want to check the stats yet, because I'm one of those people that likes to, like, bank the stats so it appears like more of a gain rather than seeing it like increment up by 1 at a time. Does increment mean increase by 1? If so, I just said too many words. But, you know, I'm a verbose young man. A young, strong, supple, verbose man. So if everybody could comment Andy is supple and verbose, that would be really good for my ego. Alright, I think we're going to sleep for a little bit longer this time. I'm going to try to get back into better shape. God, will we sit on this stool for a minute, though? Whoa. Sit down, traveler. Let me tell you a tale. This is amazing. Okay, well, actually, this guy's just going to shoot me in the head. You should have learned your lesson after your Do I look like I learned my lesson? He's sitting here zen as hell. His legs are actually glitching through the stool, but it kind of looks like he's cross-legged. Like he's just sitting here like a little monk. And he's gonna get up and kick your teeth down your throat. All right, Elvis. That was bad, but that was good. So, swings and roundabouts, you know? Okay. Once again, we've left ourselves in a bad position. Our legs are actually okay, so we can heal ourselves and make a bit of a run for it. Then we're gonna chop these guys up into cat food. Dust bandits are now hot. Yeah, because we were on such good terms before, weren't we? Get out of here, you goddamn idiot. All right, Elvis, you're gonna make an escape. You're just gonna go. Oh, he shot me. That guy shot me, but I guess I would shoot him if I had the chance. So I can't really be too sanctimonious about this, you know? Yeah, he's glitching, bro. That's okay. We're gonna stick with it for now because I don't believe that it's really affecting our damage output. He seems to be swinging about when I'd expect him to. So yeah, we're gonna let that play out. If we go in like double fast mode, is it really obvious? It is. But I don't think he should be attacking there. I'm going to put it down to an idle animation being weird. Oh, he put us down with a shot that did 2 damage. That's like... okay, well, I mean, it was in the dome. They did shoot him in the dome. Is this the... Oh, no, this is another arrow. I thought that was the head of the arrow sticking out and he'd just been completely impaled. But even that's not enough to stop Elvis, you know? He just sleeps it off for like maybe 2 minutes, right back up. I'd be freaking out if I was these guys. He hit me for 15, but it didn't do anything because of our armor. Where did he hit us? Look at this. If I saw this guy coming at me, I would be assing my peas, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure you do. You're a smart guy. You did well in school, and that's what I like about you, friend. Okay, here we go. Just chop him. Just chop. Okay, no, he's whiffing the rolls, boys. This is a goddamn problem. We should be chomping this guy up. I feel like it's got even worse. Yeah. Jesus. Okay, well, I don't think that there's much we can do about it at this exact point in time. I'm gonna make my way back to the ninja tower, and we're gonna sleep in a proper bed because it takes so long in the camp beds. Then we might come back and just massacre some more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll try and expedite it. I'm not gonna leave as much of that in. But yeah, we are going to go back and tussle with them a little bit, and we're not going to look at the stats so the payoff feels better, okay? Is anybody with me on that? Or like, when you're playing a game and you accumulate skill points that you can spend, I never spend them when I can get them. I spend them when I have like 7 or 8, so it feels like more of a substantial upgrade. I don't know if that's just big gamer energy. I don't know if that's because I'm a weird little freak and everybody hates me. You know, as I keep saying in this episode, it remains to be seen. So back we go to the Tower of Power to sleep for an hour, so we're not so sour. Hell yeah. I had to laugh. They stopped as soon as I started recording, but you can hear dudes training on the dummies downstairs, and it's just like womp 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 because we've sped up time. And it reminded me of whenever we were trying to sleep in the hive, and that guy kept banging the hammer in the room that we were in. This poor little bug man just can't get no goddamn rest. Also, this is amazing. At what point do you think the arrow gets removed from his head? This is a really strange angle. Oh, you can hear the training again. I'll turn that up a little bit so that you can hear it in the video you're watching on youtube.com. You guys have heard of YouTube, right? Because I just thought that was really funny, right? That's just an additional bit of Elvis lore. He can't get no sleep. Look at this. That's straight to the cranium, big boy. The good thing about pistachios is that you can't just shovel them into your mouth, right? Like, with a bag of cashews, I can just pour like 30 into my hand and crunch and munch them down in one fell swoop. But with a pistachio, you gotta put in that admin of taking it out of its shell. And that means I just eat like 5 or 6. Sorry if you can hear me chewing right now. I'm eating a bunch of pistachios. All right, we're back up and we are sprinting with aplomb, with gusto. Right on back to that bandit camp. We're gonna pull out our katana. We're gonna run through the air again because that's just the kind of goddamn bug that Elvis is. Well, you know, he warped to the floor there. That's just what he does, bro. It's his safety landing maneuver, okay? All right, there's a hell of a lot. You must be asking for trouble, travel, and all blah, blah, blah. I forgot how to speak. My brain started dribbling out my nose while I was saying that. So I'm having a significant medical event right now, but Kenshi wins out, right? I mean, you can pry this mouse out of my cold dead hands. All right, Elvis, let's see. I'm gonna shut up about the katana thing because we're just gonna have to, we're just gonna have to put up with it for this episode. We have got some stats. I cheated and I looked off camera. Am I just gonna take this? I think I am. You know what? We're just gonna take a whomping. It's quicker. We do get some shots off. It definitely seems to be performing better than the pole arm. I'm so sorry that I keep talking about this. I could talk more about various nuts if that was what you wanted. I love when they apply the damage across the board like this because you just stay in the fight for so much longer. It's like one of them is assigned to my chest, one of them on my left arm, you know what I mean? They're like, hey, Tony, you're taking his left leg. Hey, Billy Bob, you're on the chest. Hey, Strudels, you're doing the head. The names gradually went downhill in quality there. Look, we're kicking ass this time. maybe you do just need to run straight into the middle and go goddamn ham like a Lunchable. Because I was trying to play it safe before and we weren't doing half as good. I did save the game and quit and reload it because, you know, pistachios. I had to go get pistachios. It was a whole thing. So maybe that rejigged the katana, whatever the hell was going on. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a computer programmer. I'm just a guy that likes to eat pistachios. Alright, we've got some healing to do. God, I should have done that. Oh, we just passed out again. I'm not really sure why, but it gave me a really good opportunity to heal up. Look at this. Imagine one little bug man ran in, and this was the aftermath. And I'm not even particularly injured. I'm going to get back up with a spring in my step. Oomph. Don't have the balls to finish this, do you? Elvis, do you know what balls are? Like, have you got them? Okay, we're probably getting into some territory that we don't really need to with those kind of questions, right? But you gotta... oh, that's a really goddamn stinking place to be knocked out. Again, though, the little laggies, they're looking good, baby. We're at a 32 and a 53. I mean, it's not great, to be fair, but we should be able to do a bit of a run before they knock us out, and rinse and repeat, and bang, 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 settle it, bang, the dirt is gone. Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine. I guess that some of these dudes... Let's go back to the kill pit, right? Let's just see if we can get some more bodies, some more blood for the blood god. You guys don't care anymore? You can see this guy thinking about shooting me? Alright. Well, that was a real goddamn dumb mistake on your part, because I'm going to start knocking you guys out. Have they got a leader? And is he worth money to me? Slick, Mernst, Fujin, Night Dog. Who the hell is called Night Dog, Fighter of the Day Dog? I feel like I've made that joke before. Harvag, Gamison, Serval. So I don't think that any of them are the Dust Bandit boss. I guess... oh, following leader, so there is a leader. But I guess that doesn't mean that he's like a dust boss or whatever, right? So I'm not really sure what way that works. Why did he have cats? And the other guy didn't have cats. 150 cats! Let's say further analysis required. Oh, that's a payday in itself. I mean, to be fair, I run into one shop and it takes me like 10 seconds to steal 10k worth of goddamn cats or whatever. But it's just kind of a nice thing. So that guy, I think he had a harder chance to knock him out. Maybe he's the boss. He's got more money too. His name is Avid. He's an avid dust bandit. Okay, so that's quite a few knocked out. How are we doing? We're probably just going to get scooped immediately, but I don't really care. We're going to go for the crossbow guy because I hate them. I just think... they're just little goddamn wimps, bro. They just stand, like, at a distance and they just ping shots into my legs. And I think that sucks. I think they suck, and they're stupid and ugly. So that's how I feel on the matter. Alright, we're going to rest and recuperate. No, we're not. We're just straight back up. We can take so many goddamn beatings. It's actually quite impressive. Okay, so the crossbow guys are actually pretty good to target individually, because that didn't seem to pull the rest of them. I'm not really sure why. Yes, if you guys could keep coming movie bad guy style, just one at a time, or like, have you seen those videos of Steven Seagal fighting people in quote marks, and they're just kind of running at him and jumping over his shoulder, and everybody's buzzing out like he's some sort of goddamn karate master. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, friends. I think it's a whole crock of shit. Okay, that's our one swear word for the episode. I talked to Mr. YouTube, first name U, second name Tube, and I was like, yo bro, can I have like one bad word? And they're like, okay, you can have one just because you're like a G, a baller, a pretty cool guy, but we're not going to do it for everyone. So goddamn Mr. Beast, you better keep it above board, you little freak. Okay, we're going to go for our last goddamn beating of the episode, because I've just seen the runtime again. I swear, this goes in... what? Okay, that doesn't count. That sucks. Getting shot sucks. So yeah, I always think that I've recorded about 15 minutes of footage, and then I look and it's actually double that. So, shining feedback on Kenshi, a shining indictment on my time management. It is what it is, it be what it be, we're a little bugman and we feel so free. Who are you guys fighting? Well, we're just gonna chop this guy up, right? While they exploit the homeless or whatever's going on here. We're just gonna chop this guy up. He's probably the guy that shot us. He's punching now because we chopped up his arm, and he can't just... he probably could hit us with the crossbow. Oh, he pulled it out. Or he could take out like an arrow from within his quiver, and he could probably stab us with that. That would probably be better than just whatever the hell he was doing. But you know what? I'm not here to give these guys information. I'm here to give these guys stab wounds. God, getting shot would suck, you know? I'm sure I'm not the first person to come to that conclusion, but I certainly am the most handsome. Okay, I'm gonna go laughing at my own joke shamelessly, if you can call that a joke. Okay, I'm gonna run back to the hub, I'm gonna sleep, we're gonna have some grub, and then we're gonna go and actually scout out around here, and maybe around down by the river, we're gonna go down to the river and pray. Something, that good old way. I can't remember what the goddamn... I don't even know what song that is. My brain is just filled with fragments of like, songs that I don't... Whoa! Who's following me? That's a bit spicy. Did you guys run the whole way after me? I've actually got a group of some super cool goddamn ninjas that I live with. So I'm just like, you know, fair warning. They're gonna chop you up, baby. They're gonna make you into puffin food. Okay, I think this is the only dude, right? So we can definitely take some time out of our busy schedule to chop off his limbs and maybe eat them. We've discussed this before. I think it would be ethically fine for Elvis to eat a human. I don't think that they're the same race or anything. Yeah, they're sentient, but come on. You know, they're giving me a lot of trash. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, is this one of my ninja homies? You guys thought that I was lying, right? You saw the little bug man say, oh, I'm in tight with some big-ass goddamn ninjas. And they were like, yeah, let's get him. Look at this. This guy's got a basket on his head. He's probably ugly. That's probably why he has the basket on his head. Can we see your face, sir? We kind of can. Okay. Well, he looks kind of normal. He just looks like a normal guy. He's got cat eyes, which is kind of crazy, but that's what happens when you mess with someone who's ninja adjacent. I'm not quite a ninja yet, but my friends are ninjas, okay? So tell everybody that you know, Elvis knows ninjas. Alright, we're gonna go back, we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna go and scout out the Holy Empire. If we can knock one of them out and take their pants or something, we'll do that, just for old time's sake and just to establish our dominance. But frankly, all we want to do is find some slave camps. And we really want to look for, like, Bugman. First and foremost, I want to free Bugman. But if we can't get Bugman, we'll just have to take what we can get. Also, stats review. Okay, how did we do? Toughness up to 86. I think that's 3 levels, so our mitigation is now 47%. Every percent is beautiful, okay? Katana's at 35, so that's like 7 levels. Even with the weird animation, like when we ran in and we sparked out that whole group recently, like one of the last fights, that made me think maybe there's not a problem. I don't know. Melee attack at 39, melee defense 37. So that was really, really, really good, okay? That's all I need to tell you. So yeah, we're gonna sleep it off, big boy, and then we're gonna get up and we're going to roam so far from home. So we're back, and as soon as Elvis was done sleeping, he sprung out of bed and has now got the goal of getting food. So we do have food in our backpack. Just kind of curious to see what he'll do. As well as that, I have changed the mod list a little. I've removed some stuff that might have been causing the katana glitch. So as well as going and mapping out the Holy Empire territories, we probably want to get into another scrap too. Where are you going, friend? I thought it would at least be in the building, like maybe there was some free ninja food, and if you were a ninja, you could have the free ninja food. But no, I mean, are we just going to... Okay, we must have some snacks at home. What are you gonna have? He had some raw meat in a box. So that answers that question. Okay, we're gonna go north, young man. We're gonna take a look around this area, and hopefully we're gonna get into one more scrap to ascertain if the katana situation remains in place. Okay, good stuff. So we're out, we're patrolling the wastes, just looking for some little slave camp. So that was where we were bashing up on the dust bandits or whatever. We're going to stick to the river. I think we might be coming in at this at the wrong angle. Okay, here's some holy mines. Hell yeah. So I started recording a little early there because I don't know why this popped into my head. I was having a delicious coffee, and there's a guy that I used to work with for like years, for maybe like 4 or 5 years, and every time I rang him on like a Friday or whatever to wrap up the week, I'd be like, how are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm doing all right. I've had my coffee. And he would say that like without fail. And I was just thinking how it's kind of funny that like that was his one thing for social interactions. Like, it's awkward talking to people on the phone, right? He would just cling to his, oh, I've had my 1 cup of coffee, so my day's about to kick off, mate. Whoa. Anyway, we're just talking some crap right now. Okay, we got humans. I don't really care about humans. None of you guys are cool little bug men, so that's not doing too much for me. I'll tell you what, though. Get to pissing work. What's pissing work? Are they mining with piss? That's crazy. Okay, work. Bonk. How about bonk? So what's he got? Yeah, I knew he'd have some juice. Okay, it's only like 261 cats. I like this cute little backpack, though. That's nice. We can wear that on the catwalk or whatever. Is the rest of your stuff crap? Yeah, it is. So, I mean, we could... Oh, well, they're just... Oh, they're freeing themselves. I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen. Whenever you knock out a guard, I thought that they still kind of waited around for you to do it. That's amazing. We are the Liberator. Look at him go. He's no friend of ours. He didn't stick around, but you know what? Whatever. That's fine. So, we didn't see any Bugmen. What about on the roof? Okay, their cages are inside. Oh no, here's some, here's some. No Bugman. Do they even have, like, Bugman slaves? I don't know. Maybe if we go to the farms, maybe that's more likely. There's, like, mines and farms. Bad teeth. I bet Elvis has bad teeth. Do Bugmen have teeth? Maybe they just sort of dissolve stuff in the goo in their mouths. I would imagine they have some sort of venomous goo, but I don't know. I haven't read anything about them. I don't know anything in the lore, so I'm just gonna make up my own stuff, you know? Is bad teeth, is that like a empire, like Holy Empire? I don't know if I've ever been there. Well, here it is. I'm going to assume that it is, right? Because it's in their territory. It kind of looks like the buildings they would have. I thought that it told me on the map when I, like, hovered over it. But maybe I just haven't been there. Anyway, we're going to check out this holy farm. It's a bit annoying. Oh, look at this little bridge. It's a bridge. Are you going to walk across it? No, I knew he'd swim. Something just told me he wasn't going to walk across the bridge. Okay, well, learning AI. Okay, who are you guys? You are the enemy. I just need to keep running. Those guys are scary as hell, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, we can't really fight those guys yet. We'll probably get to the stage where we can, but it's not going to be straightforward. Is this the farm? It looks like it. So who's toiling away? Have we got some goobers? Okay, these guys are Holy Nation. I guess they're just farmers. I haven't really seen Holy Nation dudes that look like this before. And we've got that mod that gives everybody a name. So I think you do lose some descriptive details with that, because they might have previously been called Holy Nation Farmer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I am putting down? Maybe there's some Bugman in here that they've kidnapped. We're gonna check. We're gonna pop our little Hatteroonie in. Okay, it's just a bunch of sleepy little guys. They can't see me because of this partition with all of the holes in it, and somehow they didn't hear me opening the door. So that's on them. That's their fault. We're gonna take their dried meat. We're gonna take their grog too. Oh, yeah, we just jacked your grog, boy. I'm gonna go and, like, drink that in the swamp now and pass out and wake up all covered in slime and stuff. That's what I like to do. That's a fun time for me. Okay, so we found a farm. We found some mines. I think we're gonna start cutting around now to the left. Here's another farm. And we're gonna complete a big, giant circle, okay? Well, it's actually not that giant. It's quite small. But yeah, it seems like we haven't seen any Bugman captives yet. What do you call the big place? Rebirth? Where they take all the slaves. Maybe there'll be some in Rebirth, but I don't think we have the skills to break in there just yet. You got little bone dogs and stuff. I don't know if they're just gonna, like, straight up attack me. Who's working? Okay, these are all just animals. Just nice little animal guys. I'm assuming these buildings are gonna be packed. Something has me curious about this building, though. You guys can see me, but you don't care, right? You don't have, like, a concept of alliances or anything. Okay, we're in general storage. Okay. This looks like the kind of thing you'd want to rob, if I'm fully honest with you, and I always am, most of the time, sometimes. Okay, let's take their bread. This steel bar is worth actually reasonable money, so I think we're going to take a steel bar as well. Hell yeah, we're going to arrange all this crap. I don't think we need any of that. Blah, blah, blah. We've sort of got it, look, while we've came so far, right? Oh, it's some cooked vegetables in a box. That's my favorite type of cooked vegetables. Okay, this is actually nice. There's actually nice food supplies here. This is going to save me spending... Ooh... I feel like one of our major outgoing expenses at the minute is food. Actually, it's probably our only one, food and meds. So, yeah, that's beautiful. But in any case, I think we're done. At least here. We're going to continue our big old lap around the center point of Stack. Just checking everything out, baby. So, the farms don't seem like they really have slaves. Or if they do, they're not super obvious. Holy Nation Wandering Trader. Do you think I could knock those dudes out? I feel like that could be profitable to the extreme. Okay, 85, 87. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to do this. If not, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to run away. And if we're, like, a little bit slow, we can drop our stuff. Hey, break it up, buddy, he says. Okay, so I think these big, dirty, goddamn bulls are gonna attack me when I do anything. We should probably be checking these dudes, right? I bet they've got better stuff than anything we've seen so far. I'll take your first aid kit. The mercenary plate's kind of crap, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, yeah, well, they're not Holy Nation dudes, right? They're just mercs for the trading thing, so, here we go. We've solved the puzzle. We're gonna thunk this guy. These guys look like they might be zoning in to attack me, but I think we'll have time to escape. Okay, nobody can see me yet, apparently. Oh, yeah. I don't even know how many grands that was, but it makes it all worthwhile. I like these little long swords. I'm gonna take it just literally because I like how it looks. This is better than what we have. No, it's not. But we're gonna take it anyway. All right, anything else, big boy? Okay, we've both got standard trading lathers on. I don't have room for your backpack. I think they sell for... it's only 400. That's not really that good, to be fair. Pop the Groggeroonie in there. I think we can slide this little sword in as well. We're going to arrange. We're going to pop this back in. No, I just dropped something. What did I drop? Did I drop something? Oh, I put the backpack on. Okay, that's fine. That's where you put backpacks. So, all above board. We could kidnap this guy and beat him up. Yeah, that would be a hard fight, but maybe it wouldn't. Because we have taken his weapon off him. So we're going to pick him up and we're going to sort of run beside the Foglands. We're not going to go too far into it. So yeah, I think I was saying there didn't seem to be slaves at the farm. And that's kind of what I was banking on. But you know what? You learn every time you leave the house, you come back with more of that knowledge. Okay, we've got a holy military base. I think we want to avoid that, like the holy military plague. I don't think we want anything to do with that. I'm not sure that you would get any... Okay, this looks like a... Oh, God. I think we just wandered into a pit of bone dogs. Here's just a little guy. I wish so much that I could do something for these guys, you know? Like, I guess we could knock them out and give them some food. That's what we're gonna do, because we're just like you, bro, except more handsome with a pompadour and just mad cool. You can have that cooked meat. That's fine. I don't mind. Maybe someday we'll come across him again and he'll be like, hey, you're the guy that gave me the meat, but admittedly you smashed me over the head, rendered me unconscious, and then put the meat in my pocket, and I wasn't sure if it was like a charitable thing or if that's your calling card for when you assault somebody. But let me tell you, between you and I, friends, it was charitable. I want that little guy to do well. I want him to set forth into the big old world and have a tale as goddamn beautiful and epic as Elvis. We are rambling through the desert. You nomads? They're nomads. Liplom, the nomad. We don't screw with them unless, you know, we really have to. So it doesn't seem to be too built up on the other side. We're moving real slow, but I guess we're way down and we are carrying somebody. Our strength is very slowly ticking up. Doesn't seem to be too much around here at all. It seems quite quiet on the other side. So that is Stack, which we are running away from. We don't need to go there. I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought we might find some juicier farms with large amounts of slaves on them, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So we're going to make our way back to Stack. We have at least scouted out the area somewhat in kind of like a weird circle. And yeah, that wasn't great. I didn't see any bugmen, so we might need to accept a goddamn boring, stupid, stinking human slave. And they're just going to be stupid and human, and they're just going to say things like, oh, I like ham and cheese sandwiches, and Elvis likes to eat raw meat and goddamn goop. So we don't have much that we can really bond over, but I do need more backup, right? I need somebody for if Elvis's little bug legs get mangled, I need somebody to put those back together. I can't be getting knocked out. It's crazy that I know that we've been playing super cautiously, and once we got our toughness to a certain point, it wasn't a legitimate threat anyway, but it's kind of crazy that we've never had a really dodgy knockout moment where it's like, oh god, is that us? But yeah, that's because I'm a pro gamer. I'm probably the biggest and best gamer you've ever seen. Most people say that to me. That's just life sometimes, you know? Sometimes you realize, hey, I'm the best gamer. Okay, well, you know what? We didn't meet any groups with which to tangle. That's what I really wanted to do. But we brought this little dude, and I think we'll get a good fight out of him. I don't think anybody's going to run out and back us up right now. So, whenever you want to load, we're going to put this down. We're going to sneak, or unsneak, I should say. We're going to speed up time until this little goober gets back up, and we're going to see if there's any suspect katana movements. Hopefully there's not. There was one mod that I kind of forgot. I can talk to this dude. Thirsty work out here. Show me what you've got. I didn't think that we could trade with them. Also, he has nothing because I took it all. But I guess we're going to attack him anyway. He definitely is Holy Nation, so no regrets. Oh, he's running away. What the hell? Oh, he's just not up for it. Although it looks like Elvis is going to catch him. Hell yeah. Yes, Elvis. Okay, let's slow this down a bit. I don't want to see no twitching of the katana. I don't want to see it like... Okay, this looks better. Already, I feel like it would have happened. Whenever he does... Yeah. Whenever he does one attack and then instantly goes into the next one, I feel like that's when it was doing, like, flicking up and down and he was missing attacks. Okay, that was goddamn beautiful. I'm going to maybe make an unsafe assumption here that that's fixed now. We will know better in the next episode. I think the more we fight on it, it'll become clear if that's still going to be an issue. But hell yeah, I think that was working, and I think it was specifically like a more combat animations mod that I didn't remember that I had. So, we're going to leave our big strong boy here, towering over his most recent kill. Well, I guess it's not a kill yet. Just kind of looking at him bleed out, looking at him shuffling off this mortal coil, and just saying, hey, your cap's dumb. So thank you so much for joining me, my big strong friends. Look at this guy. We're gonna turn that off, and and we're gonna get a good shot on him, because baby, that's gonna be the thumbnail. Thank you so much for joining me. Big up yourself. I hope you have a delicious, succulent Chinese meal very soon.